Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam outside Old Trafford, where Manchester United have beaten Bournemouth 3-0 to go level on points in third with Newcastle. A huge win for Manchester United. We really needed to win this game here today, especially after Liverpool had dropped points against Brentford. We've seen Chelsea, Spurs, everyone dropping points in recent weeks, and it was vitally important that Manchester United got this victory today, and we did get this victory today. Goals from Casemiro, Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford gave Manchester United a 3-0 win. Another clean sheet for the Reds as well. We are racking up those clean sheets. We are improving our defensive record and we're improving our goal difference. Now, there were times today in the game where I was a little bit disappointed that we allowed Bournemouth into the game. We allowed them to play their way into it, get a little bit of confidence, get a little bit better. But despite the fact that I was a little bit disappointed about that and that we could have created more chances, especially in the second half, after going 1-0 up in the first half as well, we could have really gone for their throats. Despite the fact that I was a little bit disappointed about that, I can't be disappointed because ultimately these fixtures around the Christmas period, you know, you can see the Christmas tree here, are so important. They come thick and fast. Your players are tired. Some of them have got hangovers from the World Cup. It's just important that you get wins under your belt, and we're the only or one of very few teams, especially after Arsenal dropped points against Newcastle, to win all of our games since the return from the World Cup. So that shows you just how important it is just to get those wins on the board. So whilst I was disappointed that we didn't really go for Bournemouth's throat at 1-0 in the first half and at 2-0 in the second half, I can't be overly disappointed because there'll be some tired legs in there. Some players just coming back from injury, some players, you know, playing their way into match fitness, some players just coming back from the World Cup, etc. There'll be some tired players out there. So to get the win, to make it 3 wins on the spin since that break, and of course 3 clean sheets on the spin as well, is vitally important. Massive win for Manchester United today. I was sat there with Jay, who sat next to me in the Stretford end today. Weirdly, the first time I've ever sat next to Jay at a game. We always go to games together and stuff like that, but the first time I think that I've sat with him, and I was sitting there thinking, and I was sitting there saying to him, I wish I'd take a 1-0 win just now. I'd take a 1-0 win off someone's backside right now. Just give me that. And we were both sitting there and saying, we need a goal in the first half. When I saw the changes to the teams that we made, you know, Maguire and Lindelof coming in at centre-back, Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, the full-backs, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit worried. The defence stank of the poor times under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I remember when it went horrible and we had just a defence that couldn't defend. And you looked at that defence and you thought, that's very, in fact, that is the defence that we had some horror shows with in the past. But this is a different team. Erik ten Hag was able to drop Marcus Rashford for that Wolves game and still, you know, win that game with Marcus Rashford, albeit coming off the bench to make an impact. He's able to make those changes, rest Rafael Varane. You know, Lisandro Martinez isn't back and available yet. He's able to bring those in and still get a performance out of the team. Now, we're still a much better team when we have Varane and we have Martinez in that team. You know, they're so much better on the ball. And there were times today where you're holding your breath when Harry Maguire is on the ball, but ultimately, he defended, he did his job, and Manchester United got a clean sheet. And you can take that risk probably against Bournemouth at home as well. Do you know what I mean? When you're bringing in Maguire and Lindelof at home, I'm supposed against Bournemouth, you should still be expecting to win. So whilst it was a risk by the manager, and I was a little bit worried about it, I get it. We've got games coming thick and fast. We've got another game against Everton on Friday in the Cup here at Old Trafford. Then we've got that, you know, quarter-final against Charlton here at Old Trafford next Tuesday as well. So you need to keep chopping and changing. You need to keep your players fit, and you need to, you know, make changes and freshen things up. Wan-Bissaka has been doing really well at the moment. And Luke Shaw, absolutely incredible. His pass for the Marcus Rashford goal to Bruno was sublime. Bruno with a fantastic pass across the box to find Rashford for the tap-in. But the pass from Luke Shaw was out of this world. Christian Eriksen with the cross for Casemiro in the first half as well. Casemiro was my man of the match for his all-round performance, but getting a crucial goal to get us underway, because we would have felt nervy if we hadn't gone 1-0 up in that first half. And even in the second half, we get the second goal from Luke Shaw, who's in and around the 6-yard box after some great football by Manchester United. Luke Shaw's in there. Garnacho crosses the ball into the box. He came on as a substitute when Donny van der Beek went off injured, which was a shame for him because he would have like to have taken the opportunity. He probably would have got 90 minutes today or close to 90 minutes. He wasn't doing too badly when he was on the pitch as well. So that'll be a big, upset for him, and it was a big opportunity for Garnacho, who came in and grabbed it with both hands. Absolutely incredible. And another goal contribution from him, setting up Luke Shaw's goal, which wrapped up the points. United did let Bournemouth back into the game a little bit, but eventually we got that third goal. We nearly got that third goal after a great move between Martial, who swung a pass out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It was a fantastic first time pass, and then he got on his bike into the box. The cross from Wan-Bissaka was fantastic. The header, though, just over the bar. Anthony Martial went off as a substitute just after that, playing himself back into fitness. I thought his performance was better today, although that opportunity, which was probably the only opportunity he had, it was lacking the fitness. Hopefully it wasn't a knock why he went off, because obviously he took a knock when he went up for that as well. Marcus Rashford with another goal for him. I think that's 12 in 23 games or something ridiculous for him this season. He's doing absolutely fantastically well. 4 consecutive games he's scored now as well. And it was a crucial goal because it just kind of settled the nerves. You don't want Bournemouth getting another goal into that game, because then if they do, they're going to get confidence. You're going into the last couple of minutes trying to hold on to a lead. That isn't what you want. But Manchester United got all 3 points, 3 goals, a clean sheet as well. Marcus Rashford keeps his tally up, and you get some unusual goals from the likes of Casemiro with his second goal of the season, and of course Luke Shaw. But that pass from Luke Shaw, sublime pass from Luke Shaw to Bruno, and Bruno with great awareness, great touch, great pass from Bruno to find Rashford. That was probably my goal of the game, but there were some very good bits of play from Manchester United in the game today, and overall we got the job done. Not vintage, nothing to write home about, nothing to get carried away about, but a professional job done here at Old Trafford. Now we're sitting in third spot. Opportunity to go 3 points clear of Newcastle, who have dropped points in the last couple of games. An opportunity to go 5 points clear of Spurs with our game in hand on them. An opportunity to go 7 points clear of Liverpool as well with a game. Manchester United at the moment, our season is looking decent in the league. And if we beat Man City and beat Arsenal, those are our next 2 games coming up in the league, which was why it was vitally important we won today. If we can beat them, dare I say it, 21 might be coming. But right now, top 4 is the aim. And right now, we've got ourselves into a fantastic position, hopefully, for the second half of the season to bring that top 4 home, and hopefully a little bit of silverware as well. 2 big cup games coming up now. The feel-good factors here under Erik ten Hag. Look, we might not, win the big things this season, but I'm looking at Erik ten Hag and I'm thinking he's the right man. He is the man to bring the good times back to Old Trafford, whether it's this season, next season, or in the next couple of years. Give him the time, give him the resources, and he will build the foundations for success here at Old Trafford. Erik ten Hag, man, I'm so excited in the future under him. And today was just a routine win. It's nothing to do with this, but we're able to play at home, regularly, put in performances. We're a far cry from that team that lost back-to-back games at the opening stages of the season. And we do need to back him. We do need to bring in other players. When Anthony Martial went off today, we brought on Anthony Elanga. And we know Anthony Martial is not the most clinical of strikers. So whilst he's a fantastic option, I love Tony, and I think he will get us 20 goals this season in all competitions. We do need another striker, another option. Today we had Anthony Elanga coming on. So we do need to give this manager the resources to build a squad which is capable of challenging on all four fronts for success. But, we have to wait for the new owners to come in and that. In the meantime, though, I'm confident this manager can fulfil the aims and the objectives of this season, which is bring Champions League football back to Old Trafford and hopefully get a trophy. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're keeping it locked. Feels good to be a United fan right now. United. Subscribe, like, comment, share. See you in a bit.